are investigating the black market for catalytic converters. Now, it only takes seconds for a thief to cut the part off your car, leaving you with an enormous repair bill.
And KIRO 7's Stevie Sun explains why it's so hard for police to bust these thieves and where they think the stolen parts are going.
This crew welding on a replacement catalytic converter after criminals cut and stole the parts right off this Toyota Prius. It's a job that's keeping Dan Fast Muffler and Brake very busy.
It's really shot up. It's not uncommon for us to see 4, 5, 6 a day.
The Prius is a favorite target for thieves.
$1,450 to replace that.
Why is it so expensive?
Because the price of the catalytic converters keep going up and up.
Here's the valuable part. Inside your catalytic converter is a ceramic block.
This biscuit right inside here.
It's infused with precious metals, platinum, palladium, and the really pricey one, rhodium. If thieves steal your catalytic converter, you'll know immediately.
The mover goes to pull the truck out to back it in, and we hear a really loud noise. It was like a big bang.
The theft happened outside Brilliant Staging and Design in Everett, and it appears from this video a team worked together to pull it off.
They knew what they were doing.
Business owner Tanya Nazaria says her cameras caught a man on the phone and someone blowing leaves.
He was wearing his little vest, reflective vest, a leaf blower, everything. I mean, it looked pretty legit.
A neighbor's camera shows a man in a hoodie speaking with the person leaf blowing. Then you see him go under the truck, and shortly after, he walks out with the catalytic converter. Tanya thinks the leaf blower was used to cover up the noise of the saw.
It's just crazy.
Other surveillance video shows how criminals pull it off in a matter of seconds. Watch this guy crawl under this SUV parked in someone's driveway. You hear the saw? And out he crawls with the catalytic converter. We've seen car owners confront criminals too. Metal recyclers say there's a major shortage of raw materials driving the problem. Rhodium is currently selling for $28,000 per ounce. That's 15 times the price of gold. I dug through the records and found so far this year, just in Seattle, criminals are cutting off and stealing an average of 6 catalytic converters every day. For perspective, look at how few cases there were in 2018, just a handful. Numbers stay about the same in 2019. Then in 2020, an exponential spike. The trend is only getting worse. So far in Seattle this year, already more than 800 cases.
If we look back,
detectives are working to stop the cycle. But right now, the crimes are happening everywhere.
so wherever we see a concentration of cars, so we're going to be looking at our park and rides, apartment complexes, things like that. We know that for them, that's almost like an orchard of converters that they can go out there and harvest.
He says it is a crime that can be difficult to pin down. Even if someone gets pulled over with a trunk full of these,
Tough to be able to do anything about that in the moment.
It is, because we can't prove how they obtained them.
The parts have no VIN numbers.
Simply possessing a catalytic converter is not a crime.
But buyers and sellers are required to show and keep documentation.
They need to be able to identify the vehicle it was taken from.
He says detectives are going through online ads looking for buyers. We found them everywhere: Craigslist, OfferUp, even Facebook Marketplace.
But if we can really crack down on the buying side of it, I think that's where we're going to make our biggest gains.
The Bellevue Police Department says the converters are likely going out of state and even out of the country to be stripped of their precious metals overseas. The manager at Dan Fast Muffler and Brake says he gets calls frequently from out-of-state buyers.
Well, hey, we're in town. We want to buy your catalytic converters. From my understanding is that they're buying them up and they're putting them in shipping containers, taking them across state lines to states that have less stringent rules.
Brilliant Staging and Design now has a cage installed around the catalytic converters on their truck to hopefully prevent another theft.
You know, to some people it's the car they use to get to work every day. To some people it is their business, you know, and it is just mind-blowing how big of an issue this has become.
I'm told one of these catalytic converters off of, say, a Prius can fetch about $1,000 or more on the black market. So how do you protect your car? Well, you can just go online and buy what's called a catalytic converter plate or a shield, take it to your local mechanic and have them install it. That will cost you a couple of $100s. In Seattle, Dee Sun, KIRO 7 News.